October 26, 1941. A teenage girl walks through the streets of Minsk. Around her neck hangs a placard that reads, "We are partisans and have shot at German troops." Her steps are steady, her face calm. Civilians watch in silence, afraid to speak. Soldiers march beside her, rifles at the ready. She is 17 years old. Her name is Masha Bruskina. In a few minutes, she will be dead. Masha Bruskina was born in Minsk in 1924. She grew up in an ordinary Jewish family in a city that was then part of the Soviet Union. Minsk was not a great metropolis, but it was a place of learning, industry, and culture. Masha's childhood was marked by study and discipline. Friends later remembered her as a serious girl, reserved but intelligent, always eager to read, always attentive to her lessons. Teachers saw in her a mind that was curious, precise, and thoughtful. She came of age in a world that was increasingly uncertain. The 1930s were years of upheaval in Belarus. Stalin's regime brought both modernization and repression. Jewish families like hers lived under the official promise of equality, but anti-Semitism still lingered beneath the surface. Even so, Masha's life, until 1941, was not unlike that of many young Soviet girls. She studied, she dreamed of her future, and she belonged to a city that seemed to hold promise. That promise was destroyed in a single week. On June 22, 1941, the German Wehrmacht launched Operation Barbarossa, the largest invasion in human history. More than 3 million soldiers poured across the Soviet border. Their orders were clear: crush the Red Army, capture cities, and annihilate opposition. Belarus, lying directly in the path of the German advance, was among the first to suffer. Within days, Minsk was under siege. German armored divisions cut off retreating Soviet units, and by the end of June, the city was encircled. Soviet soldiers fought desperately to defend it, but their resistance was brief. Columns of prisoners filled the roads. By June 28th, Minsk had fallen. For Masha, the city of her childhood was transformed overnight. Soldiers patrolled the streets. Fire smoldered in the ruins. Executions took place in public squares. Posters announced that any act of resistance would bring death not only to the guilty, but to their families and neighbors. The Jewish population, including Masha and her family, was forced into a ghetto. Thousands were crammed into overcrowded